spitting the raw shit. Your tracks like a week in the damp, rambling northwards, all wet. I'm a dookie in the Corvette, all class. When you on blast for trying to talk threats. Swagger like McGregor, battle from the bottom of the ladder for the better. Still I'm lacking cheddar and crackers with the butter. Trust I can't afford to mess up. But even then I seem to get up and eat it like I'm 28 days late for checkup. Son, go and do your press ups and press up something that's bumping like Rudy Skezzers. Now I'm dyslexic as ever, trying to find the right letters, but my mind's on the techers. We're in the cesspit forever, man. It's shit round here until you climb with the pressure. We let the madness begin, living in the gutter like kings. Never beg forgiveness for the sins. We got that juice with your bins like. We let the madness begin, living in the gutter like kings. Never beg forgiveness for the sins. We got that juice with your bins like.
We got that low down, filthy, stinking, fantastic. Sticking in speed on the field to bang cans with. That shit to get your bitch man brang with. Everything Chris and they can't stand it. That shit to get your whole bitch stupid and fuck you. Living in the light will then lose it. What you think is fresh out here? We're trying to say I'm not one them. Straight out the back of a bin lorry. All amped up and grand on the right.
Is that better? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Nothing, eh? Actually, 1 second here. You hear me now? Yeah? Okay. It's unfortunate for whatever reason. The Snowball mic was working, of course, right before I started my live. The Snowball mic was working, and then I turned it on, and then all of a sudden, nope, doesn't want to work anymore. How's everyone doing today, man? 3 years, guys. Yeah, you know what? You guys, a couple of you guys kept telling me in the comments that I needed to get some new headphones. So the funny thing is, though, is in that video that Montaner the Menace had, I'm wearing the red headphones. So now I feel like the red headphones are my kind of like my trademark thing. But yeah, man, these headphones are great. And I use them when I'm making the beats and stuff too. Just gives me, they're just studio headphones. So they give me that good sound, man. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here to celebrate 3 years, man. I can't believe how quickly this happened. It just feels like it's been a whirlwind in so many ways for this channel, man. And Jake made it known to me last week, I think it was, or it may have been this week, man. Everything's such a one day turns into the other. But Jake was telling me that we reached half a million streams, I think. So like 500,000 streams, I believe that's what we've had. Or videos watched, I guess, not streams. My apologies. 500,000 hours of video, I think, that was watched on the channel. If I'm not mistaken, Jake, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But that's kind of crazy, man. I know some cats do that in a month, but we're a small community, man. But we love it, right? But we love it. That's why we're here for, man. I was going to keep this playing. I don't know if it'll be too loud, but keep it playing in the background a bit.
spitting flows.
Wait a couple more minutes.
It's kinda like mutate for survival. We dip mountain and killing it like some rich shawties. Sick shouting and tops getting this pitch rowdy. It's how we live proudly, repping this shit rowdy. Straight no giving a fuck about what you think about it.
We let the madness begin. Living in the gutters like kings. Never beg forgiveness for the sins. We got that juice for your bins like. We let the madness begin. Living in the gutters.
And once again, big up to Jake for making the list. He's put together a pretty good list, man. That kind of highlights a lot of the artists we've had on the channel. A lot of the, I mean, we have Mr. Slips, Defenders of Style, or Mr. Slips and Verbs, Defenders of Style. We got Task Force. We got Skinny Man. We got Pitch 92, Jest, Confucius MC, Smellington Piff, Leaf Dog, Cracker John, Lunar C, Lee Scott, Wishmaster, Axel Holy, Sunny Jim. That's the thing, man. Jake always managed to slip that Sunny Jim in. He always gets Sunny Jim in there. Not that I dislike Sunny Jim, but I know Sunny Jim is Jake's guy, man. Got Contact Play. We got Compound with Bill Next. We got Dead Players, man. Ocean Wisdom, Illiman, Orifice Volgatron. But thought, you know what? Get warmed up with these guys, man. Gotta love Dutch Mob, and then Capo. Like I said in this video, man, Capo's my top 5, one of my top 5 for sure. And I was talking to Capo the other day. He was telling me he's got some stuff coming down the pike, man. And he's going to come on the video for an interview, so that's going to be good. I'd love to be able to kind of open up his brain a little bit, man, and because the dude's remarkably underrated for sure.
New agenda, the dog of war, Christopher Walken. Killing them quick with his shit like it's Mr. Kevorkian. Cooking up a storm with his formula, stick a fork in. Somebody tell him I'm this city's most prolific. My reputation preceding me. Definitive, I play the front row divisions, riveting a vivid signature, spit a spirit of victory. In order of survival, I admire the hardest working. To all the stealing with lust, grinding for those dependent. One life to live, you live it in full with no rehearsal. Cutting corners only leads to you going in circles. Definitive of intelligence, I'm bringing the pink back. Mentally meant to be more than you can attempt to be. Life in the lane of the haters, I'm made in his image. Paving the way for the label, I'm taking a fee. Overachieving the code to look over your shoulder.
Madness. Anybody have plans tonight after the live? I know Friday nights is a little bit different. Back in the day when we started this, back in the day was a little bit different because we're all stuck in the house and we couldn't go out, do shit. But I know Friday night now, a lot of shit happens, especially a lot of shows happen on Friday nights. Speaking of which, I saw the Owls drop. They dropped a schedule. They're going on tour starting in June, I think. Hitting up a bunch of places, man. Manchester's on there, Bristol. 4 Owls in Bristol would just be madness. I'd love to be able to see that. I always saw them in Manchester. Saw them with Jester and Jake. So what do you think? We're getting ready to kick this off, man. Jump into the first video. Jake threw this on the list here because, I mean, like so many of these artists, I I kind of only being into this 3 years, right? I kind of come in, and to everyone kind of seems new to me. I often call Verbs like, I often call him a kid. Well, he's a kid to me, but I have to call him a kid, and I see him kind of as this artist that is new because he's new to me, right? So he put this on here because he wanted to show me something back when Slips and Verbs was on Yoga Cop. I think it's called Yoga Cop. And oddly enough, it says here like Mr. Slips featuring Verbs, which is interesting to me. But yeah, man. So this is going back. I think this even 5 years is a lot, right? But yeah, I saw Charlie. I saw Kashmir drop another track with DeLarge today, and I was quite surprised. It's so hard, man, keeping up. Like, I know I always say this, but I've got over 700 videos now on the list, and but every single day it seems like, even last week I got a couple done of the ones I wanted to get done, and I still didn't get to the new track that CFAX put out with Cosm and Milo Stone and CON Verse, and then that Casimir track dropped, and I think another one, Luna C, dropped another one too. So I mean, it seems like every time I take 2 steps forward, I've got 5 new videos lining up behind me. But hey, man, I'll take that any day. The more new music. Hey, an Ill Informed's album dropped today, man. The list of those guys that he has featuring on that album, it's almost too much, man. Like, seriously. Was that Nux? Or UT Nux? It's the first time I've heard that name. Is he a UK guy? Is he a UK guy, or is he drill or grime or anything like that? Maybe that's why I haven't seen that name before. But oh yeah, new Sparks too. It's like Sparks has dropped 3 tracks, I think, since he's been on High Focus that I haven't watched yet. Yeah, we are spoiled, man. For such a small community, we get so much music. Like, so much music comes out. Out next. All right, I don't know. I'll add to the list, man, and give it a look. Let's get going here with Slips and Verbs. Couple of these songs don't have videos, but we're really not here for the videos anyway, right? Hear more about the music and chilling out together and listen to the tracks. But another thing too, I've been getting some comments about Ren. That guy's kind of blowing up a little bit. I have checked out some of his music, and I mean, so is everyone else, really. To be honest, when you start seeing guys like No Life Shack and stuff reacting to tracks, and what's his name? For the love of me, I don't remember his name now. For God's sakes, I used to watch him all the time. But a lot of the American guys are reacting to Ren, and when they start to react to Ren, then I mean, you guys don't need me doing that. That's for sure. But anyway, man, let's jump right into the first track here. Mr. Slips Sketches featuring Verbs.
Shout Slips on the beat. Yoga Cop Records. Know what it is? That real shit. You're due to feel this.
Come on, see, this is this is what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's 5 years ago, and to me, Verbs looks like he's 17. Like he's such. And you know what? I got to tell you too, man. I like Slips with this long hair, this Captain Caveman type of look here. Kind of to me, it kind of fits his sound, right? Because he's always got that. He's got that just that fun kind of jazzy sound a little bit. I mean, you hear it in this one, and the drums on this are sick too.
The real shit. Listening to Treddy, watching time lapse, my mind trapped, tapping at my rhyme pad, reminiscing on time I can't buy back to find that. Could say from day I've been sidetracked, inclined to self-doubt in times I find that I've been following the ways of a blind man, slave to mistakes, some say life is a price tag. Fate lies in my hands, I'm afraid despite that there's more to say, just can't stay where I'm at. Struggling to change, juggling waves and life's plan. I only ever felt safe where the mic's at. Way to escape from the paper chasing what I'd lack. These are my truths over drum loops and hi-hats. I wrote these for times when I find I struggle to fight back. Against the blues we choose to hide the times and under attack, to watching those we knew fall through cracks and awkward track, stuck in unlawful lands. What y'all want? What you want from me? What y'all want? Tell me what you want from me. What y'all want? What you want from me? Once the pen hits the pad, it's danger. What y'all want? What you want from me? What y'all want? Tell me what you want from me. What y'all want? What you want from me? Once the pen hits the pad, it's danger.
Yo, man, one thing I say a lot about these guys is I really do feel I call them Batman and Robin all the time, right? Because these guys, if there's ever two guys that are meant to be together, it's these guys. They're Verbs has one of the most smoothest flows I've ever heard, and like I said at the beginning about Slips, he's just got that jazzy sound, man. That sound that it just goes so well together. I feel like just as much as well. I mean, ill-informed is a little bit of enigma in one way. That guy can do anything he wants to do, and work with any artist. He's that chameleon, kind of like how Dablo is with the mic. But these guys always sound so good together. I mean, maybe some of that is just me hearing them together. Like I don't think I've heard Slips with. He's had artists like Nelson Dialect and stuff on the tracks, and Flip Tricks. But to me, it's just Verbs and Slips, man. They go together so nice. Freaking peanut butter and jam, if you want to say that shit. But or is it jelly over there? Do you call it jelly over there or jam? I never know. But man, Verbs is so smooth with it, man. All the time.
Picturesque perceptions of heaven, I live and die. Stuck in the present time, laugh at the yes inside. Dreamt of them city lights. Guess I'm scared inside, a man of many things, but not a man of lies. I challenge life, rabbit in the headlight. Victim to my circumstance, hurt and laugh. Often wonder if I'm worth the chance. Plenty of spirit, not a lot of heart. The lone ghost tends to wander off towards the dark, surrounded by a sea of people engaged in a moment's trance. And I embrace that with open arms. The local chants, it's all emotion, it will come to pass. Warm lights turn to a frozen gasp. Was the type to shy away until the sun cast. Way past gone, can't stop, and it won't last. It won't last, trapped on tracks, I can't run back or restart. What y'all want? What you want from me? What y'all want? Tell me what you want from me. What y'all want? What you want from me? Once the pen hits the pad, it's danger. What y'all want? What you want from me? What y'all want? Tell me what you want from me. What y'all want? What you want from me? Once the pen hits the pad, it's danger.
I think that's Fife. Is that Fife Dog on the sample there? I think it is. I could be wrong, but I think it sounds like Fife.
people confined to an empty scene. My city bleeds for all of those that failed to reach their every dream. People like me stay spitting on beats for one of my niggas that run from police. The search for happiness has no limit when fast in sleep. Waking up to wear the mask of the master sheep. There's a time you'll have to ask yourself what path to lead. I stay searching.
I want to hear that again, man. That was so smooth. Love that shit. Hey, and I love that mural too, man. That's what right here. That's one thing. Big up to Geo, man. He was driving Jake and I around Bristol, and it was so cool to see all the murals and stuff. That it's no surprise to you guys. You guys see them, man. But like this artwork everywhere, and it was so well done. It wasn't just some quick tag on a mailbox or some shit, man. Like it was time, hours, if not days, if not weeks, were put into this. Like were put into these building size murals, and it was just magnificent to see that, man. I appreciate art in any form, and that's just wonderful.
Lifeless people confined to an empty scene. My city bleeds for all of those that failed to reach their every dream. People like me stay spitting on beats for one of my niggas that run from police. The search for happiness has no limit when fast in sleep. Waking up to wear the mask of the master sheep. There's a time you'll have to ask yourself what path to lead. I stay searching, versing for those with the heart of grief. I love these streets. Catch me following the dank smoke on back roads where niggas still packing up riz in the back of their trap phones. Whole pies where cats moan, most like the backbone. I stand as a man and only act upon my Jack Jones. It's facts, yo. Trying to make my tracks them grow. Trying to make my tracks them grow with no plans. Still trying to make my tracks them grow. Make my tracks them grow with no plans. Still trying to make my tracks them grow.
What y'all want?
What you want from me?
What y'all want?
Tell me what you want from me.
What y'all want?
What you want from me?
Once the pen hits the pad, it's danger, danger, danger.
What y'all want?
What you want from me?
What y'all want?
Tell me what you want from me.
What y'all want?
What you want from me?
Once the pen hits the pad, it's danger, danger, danger.
Yo, man, that's almost like a 6-minute song. Dope friggin' track too, man. Like you don't get 6-minute songs anymore. You're lucky you get 3-minute songs. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes you wish the song was longer. But that was a dope track, man. Get these ads run, get them some money. Got Defenders of Style coming up, Rhyme or Crime. So I gotta ask you cats a question. What would you, going forward, is there anything pardon me, is there anything in that you could see us or would like to see us do on the channel, man? Nothing but love the fact that we keep getting bigger. I think when I was on here today, we're at 4.29, I think. So we're like 10 away from 10 away. I think we're 10 away from being 4.3 thousand, man, which is crazy. I never thought we'd get to 100, let alone, or even 43 for that matter, but to have a 4.3 thousand. But so the subscribers keep coming, but the views seem to be trailing off, except when I, put in Luna C or I know Rhyme Asylum always gets me views, but some of the ones lately that I thought would be popular haven't been getting the views. So I don't know. Is there something you cats would like to see? Yeah, thanks, James, for coming by. It is a tune, man. It's a friggin' great tune. Big ups to Jake. For those that didn't hear, Jake put together the list. like he does for me every time. He always pulls together a good list, man. Um, so yeah, is there anything going forward? Anything you guys would want to see on the channel more? See on the channel less? I was actually quite surprised when I put that list out, that poll asking if you wanted a classics week or brand new artists, and brand new artists came in second. I mean, it wasn't close. The classic tracks won the poll by a lot, but the the brand new artists were second, which really surprised me. So um so Dot's saying a lot of good music doesn't get the recognition it deserves, so when you review them, the same thing happens, sadly. That's true too, yeah. And that's the thing, like talking about Capo, when I, for those that didn't jump on right away, actually I started a few minutes early, but we had that Capo track playing at the beginning. I mean, for me, that dude's top five, right? And the fact that he gets, I think my video, that my reaction video, I think got like, it was less than 200 views, right? The last Dabla track didn't get the views that it usually does. Um, but yeah, man, a lot of the good music, some really great music that we've had on this channel that's just blown my mind, and people just don't click on it because they don't. And I get it, because like when I started watching reaction videos before I even thought about doing this channel, never even crossed my mind doing a channel. But when I was watching them, I kind of I was guilty of the same thing, right? I would see a Run the Jewels reaction get put up, and I'd run right to that, but I wouldn't watch anything else on their channel. So I guess I guess that kind of answers my question. But um, so I don't know, man. Like I don't know going on in the future, if you guys want me to change anything, or if you want me to continue doing what I'm doing, you guys can let me know. Want to see some Low Key and Akala, sorry, my apologies. It's funny enough. Thank you very much for my fact. How I break down the bars, man. I try to do my best on that. Oddly enough, Low Key, that track's got the most views on the channel. Um, the second one, I think the second one or the third one is Run the Jewels. I did one Run the Jewels track, and that was my third. And then I think the one in the middle was an Ocean Wisdom track. Speaking of which, someone asked me if I've seen the last Ocean Wisdom, Fire in the Booth, and I have not. No. And that's one thing I don't want to do either. Is I don't want to just do this in a way of trying to get more people to come. Right? It's not what I'm saying, because I do this a lot for. I mean, it's for me too, right? Because I love the music so much, that I, like I've said a bunch of times, if an ill-informed track drops or a 4-hour track drops or any number of guys, who the guys I love, if they drop a track, I'm going to do it, right? Is that what it is? It's because it's my music that I want to listen to it. So, and I do my best to try to get to the new guys, but there's so many people on the list. There's just so many people who also, there's some people now, a small percentage of the people have no patience and don't want to wait. And that can be frustrating. I know it can be frustrating, but yeah, man. So we're talking about a posse cut week. Charlie suggested a posse cut week, which would be kind of neat. You guys can send some suggestions, not in here because there'll be so many comments. There's no way I'll find them, but you can always send me something on, even on the announcement of this live. You can even send some suggestions on a posse cut week. But yeah, man. Yeah, we talked about a 420 week. That's true as well. Yeah, that'd be fun too, right? A whole week in April based on, it's all weed tracks. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, Jake and I've had some pretty good discussions about trying to keep it fresh. But if everyone's happy and maybe doing some more of those weeks, I know we did Blah week, we did Classics week. I mean, we do a high focus week, but that seems like some weeks we've only had high focus tracks. So maybe we've already done a high focus week in one week. But yeah, doing a posse cut week would be sick. Weed week. Yeah, man, I think that'd be cool. So let's jump in on this one, man. I'm a big fan. With all be 420 week would be all be Flip Trick tracks, Flip Trick and Brothers of the Stone. Defenders of Style. I've always been a fan of their stuff, man. Really big fan of their stuff. I haven't had them on here a lot, but I've been meaning to get to more of them for sure. Jester saying 1 week, one artist from start, middle, end. Yeah, female artists. There isn't a whole lot of female artists. I keep getting told to check out. I don't remember her name now. Is it Little Sims? Is there like a Little Sims or something? I think something like that. Anyways, man, let's jump into this next one. Defenders of Style.
Guess who's back?
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
Chances pass me by, I want cheese, that's grommet. I'm like Wallace, wanna stack it high. We'll buy your tunes, I trust my gut. Shit don't make the mustard cut. I take your wifey back to mine and boot her once I bust a nut.
You're not taping this, are you?
I turn the misread, fucking front and I'll expose your bitchness like Nick Clegg. Your chick loves the vocal star, turns up every show to show she knows the bar. Legs never closing like my local spot.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
I want that fucking pasta, honey dip, talking like Sophie Ellis Bextor.
This is madness already, man. Jack Dan's. I freaking love Jack Dan's on production. The guy's just bonkers. This production's so good. And coming with the joke straight away.
Chick loves the vocal star, turns up every show to show she knows the bar. Legs never closing like my local spot.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
I want that fucking pasta, honey dip, talking like Sophie Ellis Bextor. In the leather seat with 11 keys. That's why I'm in the lab like Dexter B. With the weaponry, the pens like Excalibur. For them pinkies, yard even challenge Annika. Eargasm old and dirty, about to pop the shots. Van Gogh caught the break and he chopped them off.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
My lot of cotching top villains. Best to see the recipe to bless to be. That's non-fiction. Testing me, your destiny is set to be. Not winning, left deceased. Yeah, the clock ticking. Lending P for tens of weed and tell the peeps you're top billing. Penny deep defending leads, offender V's, my lot chilling. Hot writtens, we stop to drop victims. Ah shit, tell them priests. Yeah, the plot victims.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
So my eulogies read, penning classic raps before you cats have even moved from your bed. Dirty tactics, change hands, shit covered like spray tans. I leave a novice rapper stressed, reassessing game plans. Crank the bass, make it boom, spark it up, inhale the fumes. What rappers getting treated just like the patients in my waiting rooms. You man run some fiber crap, Instagramming pictures of the mic and that with captions like my life is rap, I die for that.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it
Call
on.
me the educator, sniffing round your party for Manati with that special flavor. Timo Kamikaze for that rebel data. Played my part and now they party with them 7 acres. Tell them demonstrate a fairer offer. We in the opera, sunning warriors like Sarah Connor. That Mary Shelley effect. For no price, we stole life from a chemistry set. Bless.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
I bless the sun, set you dead and wrong. This fella's on one settles for none less. The one best, my conquest. Dead it like bomb threats, my tongue blessed. Abundance of what a done says. So once you tread, you best to step aside. Who be running my scene? We'll let the best decide. My click all over the green, like they a pesticide. And when we run up my team, I'll put a pesticide.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
So we sunk the crate, drunken state. Didn't watch you set like Dave Blunkett, mate. Fancy us rap and think for factors, man, a stacking profit. Cats got it twisted like the headphones in my jacket pocket. The tip sticky from the plant.
That is one of the most annoying things on the planet, isn't it? But who actually has wired headphones anymore? Like, I mean, I do for this, but I'm digging the style of jumping back and forth. The Just with that little bit of sample right there to break that up. And going in, man, back, it's this. Yeah, this is a sick track, man. This is a sick track. Yeah, this is a super dope track, man. And Jake mentioned the Jester Jacobs and the Dan's album. Another one of those. Again, I have, I think, three videos on the list from that album, man, that I still haven't got to. I love Dan's on production, man, and he's one of those guys, kind of like Lee Scott for me, where when I first started the channel, I didn't fully grasp how brilliant he was. It's the same thing with Dan's production. I didn't really understand, and now when sometimes I'm at work, I just listen to Jack Dan's instrumental albums, man. Sometimes when I'm working, it's so good.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
So we sunk the crate, drunken state. Didn't watch your set like Dave Blunkett, mate. Fancy us rap and think for factors, man, a stacking profit. Cats got it twisted like the headphones in my jacket pocket. The tip sticky from the plant spot. I ain't got your back like a snap strap on a Jan spot. Bourbon in the pants stored, burning up the band's door like Sophie Ellis Becks to catch a murder on the dance floor.
Rhyme or crime, let's get it on. Crime. Rhyme or crime, let's get it on.
Yeah, man. Always have time for Defenders of Style, man. I like this. I love those cats. It's sad to me because it's yet another one of those groups, right, that I enjoy so much, and they've all gone their separate ways. At least I believe they've all gone their separate ways. But yeah, I think they're all off doing their own thing or not involved in the art anymore. Lang 13 saying that Dan's has a new EP or LP coming. Another LP coming in May or June. I kind of hope it's if he's just doing production, I hope it's kind of like what Ill Informed just did with his, and just getting all these killers on there, man. It took me everything I had today because last night I went over with two guys I was in a rap group with back at home, and or back at home, back in high school, and I was over. We got an Airbnb where had it all set up, man, making beats and scratching and all that kind of shit. And this morning, when we're getting ready to leave, so tempting to play the Ill Informed album, but I don't want to. I don't want to listen to anything I shouldn't if a video's dropping. So. Old School Children of the Damned. Probably would count as a posse cut because there's like 15 of them in that thing. It seems to be that way. Some of those tracks, man. Seems to be a lot of cats on those tracks, that's for sure. Yeah, Jester, we got the Mud Fam up here. We got Skinny Man. We got Mark B. This would be the first time I heard Mark B other than what he did I did one song with him with Blade. So I guess my second time. Have we had anything from New Mike Order before? Asking if my group know any. Well, the funny thing is Vinny, the MC, he is the one that actually tried to introduce both of me and Corey, the other cat, trying to introduce us to UK hip hop back in high school, and never was interested. And even living in the house that I was in when I started the channel. I only lived in a house for like 2 years. I remember Vince coming over and trying to get us to watch trying to get us to watch some, because we're watching YouTube and we're going through songs, and he's trying to get us to watch some UK stuff, and we're like, no, not interested. So yeah, man, Vinny's been deep in that for a long time, man. Like I said, all the way back in high school, I remember him talking about Jest, and none of us knew what the hell he was talking about. Sad, man. I would have loved to have been in it. And he's, I mean, we're talking this morning over breakfast about the new Flip Tricks album and how much he loves it, and how he's been listening to that. And yeah, man, that's the same dude. It's the same dude, man. The same dude that I started the channel. Yeah, it's all been Vinny, man. Actually, one time I tried to do a video to a track, and there were both of us were reacting to it, and it didn't record correctly, and he had to take off. So I wanted to do that last night. It would have been fun to have all three of us. Now Corey isn't as interested in UK hip hop. Sometimes he just isn't feeling it. But it would have been cool to have all three of us on a reaction, man. That would have been cool. Thanks, Con. Thanks for the anniversary wishes. Let's jump in, man. Everyone knows a couple of the goats here. A few of the goats, I guess. Let's go. You know, he man. Oh, man. The way he takes control of a song. I mean, there's a reason why arguably the best to ever do it, right? Just that. Just I'm looking at the word force. Maybe that's why it's stuck in my head. But he's just a force on the mic. He's just that. He's got this unmatchable swagger and confidence and strength. Like.
It's on you. And the man's making beats for their crews. It's on you. 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 MCs, it's on you. DJs, it's on you. A man that's making beats for their crew. It's on you. To those who boost their skills with their clothes. To those who run stagnated rap flow. It's over when Eno screams red rum. The river murderer. Crashing verbal workers on drums. Practical production overflowing instruments. Desirable for nadies that remain your only influence. Ripped from my inputs, you're about to be buried in the graveyard. Under moonlit cemeteries, your decision is to tear away like delinquents.
Okay, I was confused there for a second, man. It's great. I actually put the list up this time. I usually don't. But Jake gave me a list here. Is Eno Red Rum is also on this track, which isn't listed here in the video name. But obviously, this is my first time hearing this cat, man. And that's why I was confused for a second. I'm looking at the top saying, that's neither one of those guys. It definitely isn't Pharma, and it's not Chester. But I like this guy's flow, man.
Practical production overflowing instruments. Desirable for nadies that remain your only influence. Ripped from my inputs, you're about to be buried in the graveyard. Under moonlit cemeteries, your decision is to tear away like delinquents. Put aside your incident for some hard-spoken militants. Dominate civilians with minus a million. Operation get a slice of the pie and stay high. MCs, it's on you. DJs, it's on you. And the man's making beats for their crews, it's on you. MCs, it's on you. DJs, it's on you. And the man's making beats for their crews, it's on you. 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 MCs, it's on you. DJs, it's on you. A man that's making beats for their crews, it's on you. It's on you. With no blame being thrown off the stage, it's on me. When my rhymes broke down yesterday, I'm saying it's on you. To accept reason and ways, it's on you. Include those who love to lay the blame. I've heard rappers' excuses of why they can't make it. And producers say that our rappers are shit. But ain't it down to you to give hope and you improve? It's not just on me, it's not just on you. I'm saying when I pull my weight, dreams start to come true. If you're whack, it's on you. Don't blame the world for your failure. It's all down to you. What's gonna make it or break it? It's on you, brethren. How long's it gonna take? There ain't no finger to point, no name to call. If anyone's to blame for the downfall, it's us all. So whack MCs confused about their identities. The journalists in magazines saying you'll never cut the cheese. It's things to be considered within the industries of A&R's whose only concern is making the G's. Take the art form, take it apart from the norm. Add their little bit of boost because their whole man's a chart storm. Fox and MTV are best to pull up their socks. The fake bands with all the awards, we're gonna knock off your blocks. So all the fake groups put together by those A&R's, filling your head with I don't take ya. Make it into stars, shooting videos with bimbos in hired out cars. Get out with media high nights, drinking in the plush bar. That's the promise, but not for your artisticness to flourish. Cause when it does, they'll shove you off and say your music's rubbish. And this mud overstand bogus operations of the one-hit wonders made to be the latest pop sensation. Now I'm gonna do whatever I want to make myself follow through because the rest is on you, it's on you. The kids with those sprays on trains, tagging my family's name to help our shit maintain, it's on you. The kids in the record shops, keeping it real, spend your money on the British hip-hop, it's on you. The DJs on rap radios, play our shit on your shows to make sure everybody knows it's on you. To recognize exactly what you got, even though you might afford it, it's not. What? It's on you. 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 It's on.
You know, man, I'm feeling this song because there's a couple things there that I really that is hitting home for me, right? It's that whole touching on all that different stuff about, you know, it's on you. Not only it's on you as an individual artist, but it's on you as us being part of this community, man. It's about supporting each other, and it's about getting people to listen, and I'm sure. Well, you know what? I know I've told this story before, but when we were in, I think it was Bristol when we were in Bristol. I could be wrong. Jake could let me know if I'm wrong. But when we were in Bristol, and we went to an open mic, and there, I'm not gonna try to remember their names because I'm gonna screw it up. I ended up doing a reaction video of them with Syntax. But we met a young guy, and we told him that we're there to see the Four Owls. No, it must have been Manchester because we hadn't seen the Owls yet. And we said we were going to watch the Owls, and the guy had no idea. He was in his 20s, and he had no idea. He loved hip hop, had no idea who the Four Owls were. So, I mean, even in your own country, there's that disconnect, right? And I think that's on us to keep pushing the music on others, especially the ones that we know will love it, right? And I think that's important. Try to. That's why I always end my videos with like, support these guys, man. Like, it doesn't have to cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything to tell your buddies at work, or if you're at the gym, telling somebody to check out a track or whatever, man. Just support them any way you can. Watch them on YouTube, listen to them on Spotify, buy the damn single if you can afford the money, like, to support it, man. And then also it's on you in your day-to-day life to, for one, not allow people to tell you or dictate how your life is going to be, or tell you're not good enough, or, you know, you do your thing, you be you, and only you can hold yourself back, man. Be nice to yourself, speak nicely to yourself, because otherwise, I mean, I'm my biggest critic, but I'm also my biggest cheerleader, man. You gotta be. And be nice to people, for fuck's sakes. Like seriously, some of the shit, especially now, some of the shit that you see people say to each other, just madness. Most people haven't even heard of Ocean Wisdom in the UK. That's just messed. See, I mean, there's a perfect example. I mean, Vanessa's not into hip hop by any way, shape, or form, but she'll pick me up, man, and she'll have Ocean Wisdom. Not playing for me. She has that shit playing in the car, man. So, you know, we got that playing a little bit. I got her, you know, and sometimes she wants me to put on the 4 hours and stuff. So she likes the message, and often maybe that's because too she has her radio on all the time playing for her clients, and I think she just gets tired of listening to all that sugar coated freaking fluff, that stuff that passes as rap music or hip hop. Gets tired of listening to that, man. Most of it is so bad.
It's on you, 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 it's on you. MCs, it's on you, DJs, it's on you. A man that's making beats for their crews, it's on you. MCs, it's on you, DJs, it's on you. A man that's making beats for their crews, it's on you. It's on you. All your rappers, DJs, producers, breakers, taggers, all the elements of hip hop must strive together to be alive together. Because basically it's on all of us, it ain't on one of us. It ain't on the Yankees to lead the way. It's all about the UK, it's on us today. It's on you. Yeah, it's the task force, it's the Farmer G, and Mr. Chester B. Hackenbush, Eno Red Rum, Mark B, big up to Skinny Man, Mongo, the Berry Crew. Yeah, Mr. Fink on the cuts and DJ Redeem. Big up Jody Green, and all man supporting the cause. Don't put this shit on pause. This is the Cape Borough shit. 99 lit. Get ready, cause we're coming.
Yo, bro, I have to admit, was I not paying attention? I did Skinny Man actually have a verse there? Because it didn't sound like Skinny Man to me. I must have missed it. I must have missed it. Or I wasn't listening. I wasn't picking up the Skinny Man. Oh, shit. Oh, well. That was a cool track, man. And I love the message. Got to stick together, man. Support each other. And one of the things I keep hearing is the fact that there's too many artists and not enough fans. I've heard that a lot. Unfortunately. And sometimes people have that famine mentality, right? Where they feel like there's only one piece, or there's one cake, and I have to make sure I get my piece before everyone else gets their piece. But meanwhile, if there's 8 billion people in the world, man. There's lots of cake there. You know, there's lots of cake to share, and if you help your next door neighbor, and you can both eat a lot of cake, man. If you don't have that famine mentality and try to sewer somebody or stab them in the back or whatever it is, man, rather than propping somebody up. Well, part of the problem too is a lot of cats get propped up from their friends because a friend doesn't want to say that you know you need work or whatever, and next thing you know, you have a lot of these guys walking around with these inflated egos, thinking that they're hot shit, and they should never have. Maybe not. They should never, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just one way you could. Some people think that blind loyalty or that blowing smoke up somebody's ass is support. That's not support. I mean, you don't want to be surrounded by people always saying, I mean, say what you want about Kevin Smith, because the guy's kind of went off the deep end a little bit lately. But one of the things I loved about him is he surrounds himself with people who ask why not, right? Not why. I'm kind of butchering that a little bit. But like, rather than saying, you know, I want to make a movie, rather than having somebody say why would you want to make a movie? Surround yourself with people like, why not make a movie, right? And when you have those people around you, it's like, kind of challenging you too in one way, but also not holding you back, because we all have those people that try to hold us back, right? Estelle. I haven't heard of Estelle at all. Finish this one with this track run through. Not sure if there's a commercial next, but actually, it's funny when we were in Manchester to see the Owls, I was quite surprised how many people came from that area, like Sweden, like that area there. I was quite surprised how many people made the trip, man. I mean, High Focus and has a huge following over there, man. It's just madness. Because it was somebody mentioning that they went in France, I think it was. I think it's gone now, but I think it was France. Somebody was saying they were at a ski hill and heard High Focus blaring through the speakers, right? So sometimes it comes in the places you least expect it, maybe, but. Legacy will always be worth more than fanfare for a limited time. Yeah, man. Thanks. I'm having a great Friday, man. It's been a good weekend, or start of a weekend. I know it's only Friday, but I took off yesterday, took off today. Thanks. Happy birthday, Canada Dad. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. It's yeah, so I have a 4-day weekend, so it's been nice to get together with the old crew and make a beat. I reached out to somebody today to get some acapellas, because I want to get serious about this shit, man. Before the end of 2023, I want to have a song out there with somebody, me on production. Anyway, that's my goal. That's what I'm looking forward to. Which is crazy if that ends up happening. Like, I mean, Milo Stone's been one of my biggest supporters in that way. Like, he's saying, man, get your production done, get it ready, and we'll put together a posse track with this Split Profits crew. And if they did that, I think I might have a heart attack. It might be the end of the channel, but it'd be worth it, I think. But yeah, man, I want to get serious about that shit. It's about time. So this is another one of those tracks, man, that I've had this on my reaction list. Like, since it dropped, from the day that it dropped, I put it right in there, man. Because I'm a fan of Pitch 92. How can you not be? And then you have one of the goats, and then Confucius MC, man, is another one of those cats that I think is so underrated. This dude, I mean, I think he's a good MC, man. I enjoy his shit. So, and I know he's reached out with some new stuff, and again, I'm not going to get into that. You know what I mean, man? Like, this, that goes on the list and it gets lost sometimes, but let's go.
What's on the cards? Gypsies reading my palms. Christians deep in the Psalms. Oh Lord, the shit's so hard. Your man used to work with his hands, now he's picking up arms. Get you more than a slap on the wrist, that's the risk. You ain't the star type, that's the asterisk. I'm more like Hunter S on the acid trip. I got your number, yes, I'm sinking your battleship. Get to paddling, you spit a dart.
Pen game, man. Pen game. God damn. I don't care. I'm bringing it back. I don't care. Oh, man. Just after we have Chester, then we come with the jest. Come on.
What's on the cards? Gypsies reading reading my palms. Christians deep in the Psalms. Oh Lord, the shit's so hard. Your man used to work with his hands, now he's picking up arms. Get you more than a slap on the wrist, that's the risk. You ain't the star type, that's the asterisk. I'm more like Hunter S on the acid trip. I got your number, yes, I'm sinking your battleship. Get to paddling, you spit a dart, I spit a javelin. It's the Holy Spirit that I'm channeling, you're challenging the chaplain. I'm always changing and adapting. Now I'm at the table with the captain. Salt beef bagel in the napkin. Make a chap sing like Nat King when she does that thing. Lauryn Hill with her face on a dollar bill. Body built out of solid steel. I take my place where the scholars chill. Until then, a classic case of if I don't do it, nobody will.
This is like the perfect epitome of Jest as an MC. Just again, the pen game immaculate, almost maybe untouchable, top 5 pen of all time. And then the flow on this, man, this is like old school Jest, man. This is me listening to Jest the first time I heard him, man. He's showing why he's the GOAT, right? Just the effortless, I'll take, bro.
I'm always changing and adapting. Now I'm at the table with the captain. Salt beef bagel in the napkin. Make a chap sing like Nat King when she does that thing. Lauryn Hill with her face on a dollar bill. Body built out of solid steel. I take my place where the scholars chill. Until then, a classic case of if I don't do it, nobody will. Not stopping still. Just reached John O'Groats saying had a proper meal since Forest Hill. The hunger's real, this is not a game. But still I find I'm running through a maze like the Mockingjay. And I'm amazed here, you Mockingjay. They hanging off my every word, don't give a fuck what you got to say.
With all these us stacked up against you, what game you trying to play? With us this space, don't watch no face that won't give me the time of day. Watch this space, is a basket case, the survey says I'm insane. Awaken on yo. What's on the cards? The challenge, look beyond the mirage. The fan balance, the song and the dance. Perform well, adapt to the storm well. Cause now every day is like a passage from Orwell. It's dabbing in a signal phase. Every day is like a crystal maze. Chasing shiny paper for prizes with a blissful face. But it's all for fun. Yo, it's one for all. But it's very rarely all for one. You want the proper shit? The 20facts.com shit. Live from the land of fools' promises. The sky that was taught to honor shit and never follow it. The truth is so hard to swallow shit.
See? It's what we were talking about before, man. It's what we were talking about. All for one, but it's barely one for all. Huh? Come on, man. You know what? Again, this is what I was saying about Confucius, man. This dude is criminally underrated. Great MC. And I have to wonder when an artist like Confucius, who isn't well known, right? And when you step up to a track and Pitch 92 reaches out to you and says, I want to get you on a track, and oh yeah, by the way, Jest is going to be on there too. So it's a double-edged sword, right? Because in one way, there's going to be cats that may never have heard of you are going to hear about you now because you're on a track with Jest. But at the same time, man, I often compare like Jest with Eminem in terms of his ability just to be that guy, right? I love that story how when Drake put out that track and he had Lil Wayne, he had Kanye West, he had Eminem on that track, and Kanye West comes out and says, when I heard Eminem's verse, he went back and rewrote his shit for 2 days just to get anywhere remotely close where he felt like he could be on the same track, man. And it still didn't matter. It still didn't matter. But hey, I'm digging this, man. And you're right. Jake mentioned here, man, Pitch is underrated. 100% underrated, man. He kind of gets lost. He gets lost in that group of so many great producers in the UK, man. He kind of gets lost.
What's on the cards? The challenge, look beyond the mirage. The fan balance, the song and the dance. Perform well, adapt to the storm well. Cause now every day is like a passage from Orwell. It's Devon in a signal phase. Every day is like a crystal maze. Chasing shiny paper for prizes with a blissful face. But it's all for fun. Yo, it's one for all. But it's very rarely all for one. You want the proper shit? The 20 facts, dark coin shit. Life from the land of fools promises. The sky that was taught to under shit and never follow it. The truth isn't so hard to swallow shit. Free as the swallow lives. That idea is yours till they borrow it. We dwell in the realm of the art where tomorrow lives. Thought becomes flesh. Words manifest from the same essence that gave the first man his test. With all these odds stacked up against you, what game you trying to play? With lust in space, don't watch no face that won't give me the time of day. Watch this space, is a basket case, the survey says I'm insane. Awaken on madness, still dreaming away.
Who's that cat wearing the 616, the blah hat? At first I thought it could have been Black Josh, but it doesn't look like him. I don't know. Let me know if you know who that is. Actually, it's funny. Jake's saying maybe it's sleazy in the blah hat, and it was. And there's that.
You need to know what you get.
I work for Dragons. There's that one. There was the one scene at the very end. Actually, Black Josh was in it for like half a second, being next to. Could it be sleazy? Maybe it's sleazy, but Josh was in the video for a moment. So 24/7 Smoke saying pitch isn't underrated. He's got a sound about 20 years. I mean, I think what kind of like what Jake was saying, I think kind of what I touched on too is I think he's easy to forget. Maybe enough. That sounds wrong. He's easy to get lost because it reminds me when I was on that when I was on Mike Dickey's podcast and he asked me for my top 5, right? Being put on that spot and being asked for my top 5, well, how the hell am I going to do that? And when I try to think about a top 5 producer, there's like so many great producers that it's very easy to forget to add Pitch 92 to that list, man. This is very easy, unfortunately. But have I ever checked out Stick of the Dump featuring like Rhyme Asylum? Really? Or is it R.A. the Rugged Man? The track's called Brain Dead. I have not, but I will add it. So we have Smellington Piff, as you can see, with Leaf Dog and Cracker John. No Fixable. This is off his. I think this is his first album. I think the first album that I've heard of, anyways, not off his newest one. Benefit Babies. So it's Rugged Man, really? Oh, Rugged Man with Stig, eh? Yeah, I'll check that out for sure. I love Rugged Man.
I was born on the job centre floor with a form in my hand for the benefits of poor. Clever with the talk before I could ever walk. I severed up the stalk and prepped with peppered pork. Dropping shits in the huggy, but ugly. My behaviour is chucky. Entrepreneur, scrap the first buggy. That's how I made my first money. Then I moved for the tax credits. They told me you need to be 25. So I glued hair to my face and returned with a disguise. If they don't pay me, I'ma turn the whole world on its side. Benefit baby until I'm 95 and beyond that. 3 foot small, but I'm broad like on back. Burn buds, leave bones black. The Shogun's my father, raised off a strong back. I stayed on the right side of the wrong track.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm fresh out the womb and life's already deep. Trying to hang myself for the past 36 weeks. Knew how to rub rich kids before I could speak. Swapping weed from my attic for the shoes on your feet. It's the benefit babies chant. Selling chumpy and weed that's damp underneath the street lamp. Fuck £40 a week, I rob what I would eat. Stole so much I was 21 before I seen a receipt. Rinse and repeat, get clothes from my cousin. Giving the D a 12 like I'm part of the dozen. Buzzing off aerosol cans and cheap cider. Tagging dumb shit on the wall, fuck being a writer. Always been hyper, keep my own shit like a diaper. Tube in my mouth when I spat in my first cipher. Don't let me cite your nice shit or I'll take that. If this rap shit fell, son, I'm going straight back. I don't wear a different nappy every day of the week. I ain't changing the sheets, they say it's my cheek. I'm age free and there's already some decay in my teeth. Throughout the pressure, baby, these pennies making a beat. Tell my mum to dab my dummy with coke and give me a couple of smokes. My harness is some rugged rope. Stick gin in the milk bottle. I'm not a role model for the kids to follow. In my baby grow. I'm taking ladies home for the breastfeeding. Go and grab them so hard they need the chest wheezing. Paid them off with the money from the piggy bank. Didn't know my real stash was hidden in the pram. So as a baby on the child support, never would I have thought I'd rhyme for the cause, even fly abroad. Now I paint and frame for the scene and galleries. Benefit baby, motherfucking number 3. Number 3. Stand in line, laddie. You join this barracks cause you're a benefit scamming wee little fucking Ouija. You can't be asked to get off your own fucking ass to wipe it, man. Hey, I bet your fucking mother's proud. Look at you there, dribbling on the floor, you fucking wee little. Stand in line, man. And if you don't want to go back there, man, you fucking listen to me, man. Stand back in line.
Oh man, how could I swear every time I hear Leaf Dog, the dude makes me smile. But I always love Piff's energy on stuff, and Cracker John is always crazy, man. And yeah, I mean Leaf Dog. I mean I often you cats know, man. Leaf Dog was my boy. He was the first. I mean, as much as I love, like when Honor Codes was the first track I ever did, right? And as much as I was enjoying that track, the second that I heard Leaf, it was like, this shit's for me. I was hooked at that point. I wasn't going back, man, after I heard Leaf. But yeah, man, Ill Informed's track dropped today, or album dropped today, man. I almost feel like I should do, it's been so long since I did a whole album. But I don't know. So many, like there's 24 tracks on it, man. 24. And all of them just have cats. There's so many great artists, man. I don't want to do it all at one time. Matt asked me if I ever interviewed Jest. I have not, but I did talk to him one time. Thanks to Jake, he was talking about me. He met Jest at a concert, and he was talking about me. And then I get a I get a call on I think it was WhatsApp. I get a call from Jake telling me, yeah, somebody wants to talk to you, and it was Jest, man. It was just crazy talking to Jest, man. He's probably one of those cats that I could probably get on the channel, most likely for an interview, especially now that he dropped his new album. So. ESP? Have I not done ESP yet? I thought I have. It's definitely one of those tracks that I've seen the name and I know people have asked for it. I could have sworn I'd done it, but it's on the list, man. If I haven't done it, it's on the list for sure. Fallen Down. Have I not done Fallen? See, all these tracks sound familiar, but it's probably because people are asking for it. Fallen Down sounds familiar to me. We have Jack Dans appearing again on production. And we got a Wishmaster and Axel Holy. Spitfire. Said it before, man, but Wish is a hell of a guy. Good MC too, man. I enjoy his stuff. Enjoy his style. And the stuff that he's putting out there on his record company, man, is pretty dope. That last track we did with Gaza Glock. Actually, I don't know. That's from Ill Informed's track, but Gaza Glock's from Wishmaster's album, or his record company. So Falling Down's an album. My apologies. All right, let's go.
Anything. They ain't worth anything, but they want everything. Everything I spit's fire. You should check out my attire. Said you're fly, but I'm flyer. Ask your girl who she admires. Music's #1 supplier. Are you a seller or a buyer? String a bell through the wire. Speak the truth, you're a liar. I leave tracks with trails. I leave trails on tracks. When I turn up, they get turned up. Volume loud to the max. We got tunes and we got packs. Only here for cash, you don't have to ask. Do the sum, it's just maths. I don't think you're ready, cause my flow is heavy. Evidently means that I'm the best. I will bury many, everyone and any who can think they're putting me to the test. I was on the road in pursuit for gold, then I found it up inside my treasure chest. When I drop a flow, spit and lock and load. We like rock and roll, leave you loud and deaf. Leave you loud and deaf. My flow's ridiculous, I'm so conspicuous. I'm just trying to live it up.
Thanks, love. Canadian Mom, man. Hook me up. And no, I don't have as much as I would love to have a sponsorship with Tim Hortons. It'd be pretty cool. I actually did have maybe not a sponsorship, but I did have a partnership with a company, which is unfortunate. They actually met on the phone. We did a FaceTime thing, and they never came through, man. I was looking forward to it. I had like a whole thing planned and everything, but I mean, they didn't do their end of the bargain. So, unfortunately, thank you, Vanessa, for that for the coffee. I needed it after staying up as late as I did last night. My old fucker. I like the way I love the switch up here that Wishmaster does, and I like how Jack changed the beat a little bit, brought in a little extra layer just to give it a little bit of a switch on his end too. Gotta appreciate that shit, man.
I will bury many, everyone and any who can think they're putting me to the test. I was on the road in pursuit for gold, then I found it up inside my treasure chest. When I drop a flow, spit and lock and load. We like rock and roll, leave you loud and deaf. Leave you loud and deaf. My flow's ridiculous, I'm so conspicuous. I'm just trying to live it up. I'm only here for the money now. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. Everywhere I go, I shut it down. Said they're hating when I'm pulling up. Said I'm eating, I ain't full enough. Said I'm eating, I ain't full enough. Everything I spit's fire. I said everything I spit's fire. Everything I spit's fire. I said everything I spit's fire. Everything I spit's fire. I said everything I spit's fire. Everything I spit's fire.
I said everything I spit's fire.
Yeah. Hey. Check one. We spit fire like old planes. We so different, you so the same. We been putting that work in, you can be certain that's why they know the name. We don't play, but we know the game. We take the notes, you can hold the change. Everything we do is flammable. Bond Dr. Doom, we John Blaze. Wait, let me chill a bit. I know that you're feeling it, so don't be an idiot. You know that we're killing it. Yo, when we pull up, it's inferno. Whole scene come like Merlot. Man, I try smile, but it burns though. It's hot in there, we got fur coats. Anything. Feel like we could do anything. Shut down the rave for the hell of it. Beat drop sound like elephants. We go work for the benefits. But the game's gone weak, so I'm selling it. Man turn bitch on the genitive. Pissed off cause nobody wants to get a bit. We got them beats and we got them bars. You got them too, but they're not like ours. We got them keys and we got the car. We ain't got room, can't drop you, star. Hey, don't watch it. Man, I'm maverick in the cockpit. Gonna sound sick when I drop it. Bang it out loud in Gotham.
Everything I spit's fire. I said everything I spit's fire. Everything I spit's fire. I said everything I spit's fire. Everything I spit's fire. I said everything I spit's fire. Everything I spit's fire.
I said everything I spit's fire.
Charlie says that coat is mad. It's a pretty mad coat, you gotta admit. Oh man, he says check out my attire, man. He says it right there. Shit. And Dan's bass lines are, I mean, he's got his sound, right? He's got that lean that when you could feel that in your gut, man. It's kind of ones where the car will drive down the road and it'll shake windows. It's got that feel, man. You can feel it right in your freaking stomach. I love it. This is one of those tracks too, man. Oh no, Serious Man Business. Is that right? Yeah, man. What's the one I was thinking about something else. You know what I did? I didn't put Sonny Jim on here. I didn't do that on purpose, man. I swear to God, I didn't do that on purpose. Because Sonny Jim with DJ Premier. You know what? I'll add that. 1 second. Let me add that shit. I didn't do it on purpose. I swear to God. Because I was just thinking. I thought the track, not Serious Man Business. I thought I was doing. No, that's it. There, Limousine Pile Up. That's Dead Players, not Contact Play. My mistake. So the Sonny Jim one I'm supposed to do is Doc Ellis. There we go. Oh, it's off his new album. Okay. Let's get that added on here. There we go. It's all good, Jake. It's all taken care of. What's happening with this now? Did I fuck up? No. Gonna move this because that's supposed to be... I'll put it after Contact Play, but that way we do this in the right order. You're saying this is the Contact Play is your favorite UK albums ever? It's definitely everything that I've heard from this album has been madness for sure. I love these guys, man. Another one of those crews that I could listen to more of their music all the time. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Pow! I'm throwing rocks at Medusa. Clock where you copped with my optic maneuver. I piss you off like a shot from the future. My socks full of goo with my cock in the Hoover.
Of course, I stop it. You expect anything else from Dyke? A sock full of, what do you say, juice with my cock in a Hoover? Come on. But right off the start here, man, Dyke just drops just a mad bar, throwing stones at Medusa, and then he brings in the Ocular right after that. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. Pow! I'm throwing rocks at Medusa. Clock where you cocked with my optic maneuver. I'll piss you off like a shot from the future. My socks full of goo with my cock in the hoover. Step to me, man, you're best to bring your weaponry. I'm drunk with a machete trying to punch you with a set of keys. Jabby, jabby, stab, now your skin be the key socket. Beating MCs till they be screaming, please stop it. Knees knocking, got you shaking in your boots. I'm breaking in your room, butt naked with a noose. Fuck faking it, it's true. I'm stuck raving to the loop of a suffocating baby duck taping up the womb. Mr. D-I-K-E-S-T-A-R. The type of guy to take a shit in your mate's car. I break glass with your face and create scars. Dictate the shape of your heart in my brain jars.
Sorry, I want to hear this again. Does he spell out Dyke Star? Is that what he spells out? And I've seen that name and I've wondered, is Dyke Star just him on production? Like, is that like his alter ego, or is there actually another artist named Dyke Star that he often? Because I've seen his name just Dirty Dyke, or production by Dirty Dyke, but I've also seen Dyke Star. So is he one and the same, or what? I'm not too sure.
And baby duck taping up the womb. Mr. D-I-K-E-S-T-A-R. The type of guy to take a shit in your mate's car. I break glass with your face and create scars. Dictate the shape of your heart in my brain jars.
What do you know about anything, the slang turner, leave your mans on the back burner. You brass man and get shanked with a Frankfurter, it's mass murder. See the beef happens when I reel out my 3,000 meat cannons. See I've been where your team hasn't. To the brink and back, I stink of rats, I bleed passion. Getting beat with police batons. Then I frantically wank in the back of the meat wagon. Bum bleed till my teeth blacken. Then I'll stamp on your Air Force dues till your feet flatten. These yaks want a piece of my gammon steak. Yeah, as long as when I jizz you evaporate, bitch. I batter fake kids with a carrot cake. Then I gaffer tape fish to your stabby face grip. Your tunes flop, and my huge cock's bigger than the buildings I piss from the roof off.
Splash my paste on the back of a white witch. Eyes twitch from left to right till my side split. I'll slash your face and make you smile like you like it. Butterfly knife shit, fuck you with a nightstick. I am sick, I'm mentally insane. I'm drenching you in pain just for mentioning my name. Spirals in my eye, with the wrench stood in the rain. The stench of what I say is from the henchness of my brain. Fuck a paycheck, I'm straight clenching on your face and collecting up the change in a mentalistic state. I'll pretend to be your mate and stab you in the back and stamp on your skull till it fractures and it cracks. Mr. Magical with facts, manhandling your raps. And dash them in a black bag of sandwiches and scraps. I'm a vandalistic twat, and you're nothing. Monkey puzzle jigsaw village country.
This is Dave.
Well, that was a little bit of a surprise ending there. God damn. Yo, Dyke never ever disappoints me, man. And the same thing goes for Jam. But this is something about Dyke that I always smile. Just like Leaf for me, I always smile when I hear Dyke, man. The things that come out of this dude's mouth, man. What a cool track, man. And I think the first time I heard Dyke, if I'm not mistaken, was on that Four Owls track. Of course, yeah, now I don't remember the freaking name of it. But yeah, man. Some of the things, like that's when he talks about raping the band boy member in the face. It's like cutting off bollocks with a spade. Oh, man. Yeah, Jake is saying the progress between Jam then and Jam now is insane. And there's something is to be said about this Jam too, right? I mean, I'm a big fan of this Jam, and I'm a big fan of what he's doing now. I mean, I really like trying to take apart Jam, man. I think he's on his own. He's on a different level. As much as Chester writes some just magnificent, and I mean, Jess does too. There's a lot of MCs that do, but you know, when you're going to sit down to a Chester track, there's going to be a lot there that you need to peel back. Same thing with Jam, man. You sit down with one of Jam's tracks, and you know there's going to be a lot of things that need to be dissected, listened to a bunch of times to truly understand. And but yeah, even this, I feel like even the younger Jam, he has some of that obtuse type of stuff that just kind of makes you kind of scratch your head and say, I wonder if he meant this, or it's a really cool way of saying that, man. So yeah, I can't get enough of either one of them. But thanks, man. I appreciate that. Half pint of whiskey with a shot of Coca-Cola. Yeah, man. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of Lewis Parker on here. I recently added a track with Lewis on here. Oh, I didn't know you're from the U.S., man. You've been around since one of the ones that've been around since close to the beginning, anyways, if not the beginning. Barrel Eye Spookfish. Usually I like to play these ads, man, but not when they're going to be a minute long. I'll bring that back. This is Sunny Jim with DJ Premier. I'm interested to hear this.
Absolutely, it's real. Authentic hip hop, this raw course. Maintain, do your thing.
Can you smell what the rock cooking? That's that rock cooking. Rock raider rolling round, ready, rock pushing. Serving nitties, swerve through the city in a 650. Blood pump bumping Biggie, rocking like Rick Rubin. Split the Cuban. Old school Scotty Pippen hooping, and I'm splashing like Aquafina. Got drive like Kazuki Nakajima. Suzuki with the Nakamichi, deck pop the speaker. Gin with the Orangina. Got the banging blueberry like Darky Freaker. Used to steal my granddaddy's Beamer. He ain't have no license, I ain't have one neither. Watching the game with the door open. Little homie with the tester on the porch smoking. My man cutting up the sample like Perico. This shit's banging, it must be primo.
Absolutely, it's real. Authentic hip hop, this raw course. This just a matter of fact. That boom back. Maintain, do your thing. Absolutely, it's real. Authentic hip hop, this raw course. Maintain, do your thing.
Isn't it amazing just how some people just have a sound, right? Some producers just have a sound. You could just play that break and those scratches, and you know it's primo. Now this whole beat in my sorry about that. This whole beat to me doesn't sound like a true primo beat. If you played the part where Sonny is rapping over, I'd have a hard time saying that, telling you that's a primo beat. But this break and that scratching, it's primo. It's classic primo, man.
Authentic hip hop, this raw course. This just a matter of fact. That boom back. Maintain, do your thing. Absolutely, it's real. Authentic hip hop, this raw course. Maintain, do your thing.
You get your set cut short, my man sell crack, but he never ate no pork. Ain't shit change. I'm Rick James, rockin' slick Rick change. You know my Steve, same team, no games. Sex, drugs, and racketeering. Dun da 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 per dan dun and Karen wearing. German engineering in the Benz zigzagging, dispatching, whiling out with the white girl. Nick Cannon, 120 on the autobahn. Tuck the arm like Bonaparte. Took your arm, but the Audemars scoring the grabber. Balling like a 94 Gaza. Flip the game like sports banger. One love, Jerome's knees got snuffed. Life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough. It's warm Hennessy in my cup. I flipped a piece from the plug into Preem on the cuts.
Absolutely, it's real. Authentic hip hop, this raw course. This just a matter of fact. That boom back. Maintain, do your thing. Absolutely, it's real. Authentic hip hop. this raw cause. Maintain, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing.
I took a drug test today, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pass it. And it's for my dream job, so it'd be really cool if I did.
If this was truly your dream job, then it would involve you being able to do all the drugs you want.
Wow. Why have I not thought of it like that?
Oh, shit.
It is okay to be so stressed and overwhelmed that...
Oh, Jesus. Slip is saying he's got some old Cyclone back when he was known. I can't see it now, but was he called Sense or something? I think you said. He says he doesn't know if he wanted to be online, but yeah, man, it's one of those things I wouldn't want to do if he didn't want him online. I definitely wouldn't want to react to him, but definitely would. I would love to hear it, man. That's for sure. Hearing young Cyclone would be like when you get to hear. Well, for me, anyways, when I get to see Remus, some of his old stuff, man. Sense the Mike Muncher. Nice. Oh, man. Cyclone fits him better. Definitely. That's for sure. We have Compound coming, man. We're kind of flying through these tracks, aren't we? Yeah, man. Jester hooked me up with some Lomax stuff, man. Lomax is one of those cats. The dude is so easy with it, man. And he just murders everything. And I'm so glad that he did that Shotgun the Ox competition. That's where I actually found him, watching that thing. The dude just slays, man. Hell of an MC, that guy. Cool dude too, man. Definitely. But what are we doing? I guess we're kind of good because I said 4 to 6 my time. So we're getting, I guess we're 20 minutes, closing on 20 minutes to 6. That's right. Yeah. Jake's saying the Them album drops tomorrow, April 1st. I got to hear that early. And it's cool, man. Yeah. I don't think it is an April Fool's. It's dropping. I saw them opening boxes of their vinyl and stuff online. I got to hear some of that music, man. That's a pretty dope album. If you can get your hands on that, there's some great tracks on that, man. Like every track is good, if I'm honest. But so we have Compound. I love Bill Next, man. And he's one of those cats that he got kind of overshadowed for me, just like Joey did, in terms of when I first heard Split Profits. It was all Res 1 and Up Front, and then Dat Kid came in, and then so you got those 3 guys, and then now I'm being introduced to Joey and Bill, Big Bill, man. And you know, that's it's kind of tough, but the more I hear Joey and the more I hear Bill, like Bill is just a straight murderer, man. This guy can take any beat and just go bonkers on it. And I mean, what can you say about Bill, man? And Compound, I'm more and more stuff I'm hearing. Jake and I were talking about, these guys are probably just madness live, man. Lou was saying I got to do some more capo. I definitely do have to do capo, and I don't know if you heard me or not. At the beginning, I was talking about I spoke to Capo, and we're going to do an interview because he's going to drop some shit. He's got some new projects coming down, so we're going to do an interview to promote that stuff on the channel. So he's just got to figure that out with the record label. So we have that coming. And yes, I'm still trying to get Jam said he wants to get on the channel for an interview, trying to get that figured out. Supposed to get Dabla on the channel, trying to get that figured out. and Leaf and BVA have always wanted to do an interview, but trying to get them, trying to wrap them up, man. It'd probably be easier for me to fly to the UK in June to go see the Four Owls in Bristol or Manchester, and just do an interview there. It'd probably be easier than try to get them on the channel, man. But I'm all for Capo. Top 5 for me, man. 100%. Shit, Jester saying you're nearly 40 and you've been telling him since you were 16 that he should be doing this shit. Is that what you're saying? Talking about Lomax. All right, man, let's jump in on this compound track.
So do you want to do this boom back thing? Or do you do 140s as well? Or is it boom back?
Don't know I got double on track. No running for cover when under attack. Slump on the muscle relax. Adjust to the riff raff quick. Turn it up in the lab but you black. Struggle to stomach a fact. That guy doesn't match to the rubbish you spat. Just pick yourself and stay stunned with it back. I've been over encumbered but fucking adapt. Clean your junkies up with the trash. Freak the funk frequently under the map. Bridge to the seaside to London the back. One love to the gang, shed glove to the fan. I've been accustomed to doing my thing, but not young, so I should have said ting. Don't really care what you're expecting. At the length of my hair went to get fresh trim.
Headiness, fuck myself up, specialist, big man rhetoric. I smell reticence, and they wanna go toe to toe with the heaviest blow after blow when I flow when I show them I'm dead in it. The hair on the crust, even whether you're dreading it. Leave your weave with red in it. The lives of the degenerates, dead or alive, there's no preference. The life of a nihilist, sing fuck the queen like I'm Irish. Man, I'm conspiring. I don't really care what you're writing, cause what I got now, I'm firing. What I got here's 2 greens, something that can have with these. Bars like these, straight to the heart of the beef. Call it ego, the mind when I speak.
Bro, like I said, man, Bill just murdered that shit. And One Drop. Hey, we're talking about Pitch 92, man. I think One Drop is one of those cats too that when I'm talking about producers to people, I don't even think about One Drop, and then I put on a compound track and it just kicks you right in the goddamn balls, man.
I'm Irish, man, I'm conspiring. I don't really care what you're writing, cause what I got now, I'm firing. What I got here's 2 greens, something that can have with these. Bars like these, straight to the heart of the beef. Call it ego, the mind when I speak.
Let me get loose. Ran a few words till I reach for the juice. Don't think I'm shy, that's just not true. I got a few things I'm thinking through. These thinking moods I'm out to not let me sink into. Cause I ain't gonna say what I think of you. My mum taught me to zip my shoe. The bit's not strictly true. Talk shit while I flick my zoot. You got the boot but it fits my shoe. Humour in all these pricks I knew. But no more. Hold 9 cards and I show them 4. Like nah, I didn't broke no law. You know what they say, what goes on tour. Stays right there, in designer stage dive where I'm inclined to lie like a dog, I'm afraid when I say that I care. It depends on the sitch, when it's bare players ain't enough friends on the pitch. You're lucky I've got no goals, a long time since they stopped my dough.
Last year almost killed me. Thoughts got dirty and filthy. Now I'm back on my team with the team. No way you're impeding my kill streak. You're looking like a millipede. I'm on arms like a wheelbarrow race. Steering wave, rewriting my fate. Spiting my brain as I shout in your face. Getting rowdy again. Superstar alcoholic, George Best. Psycho killers, talking heads. Mouth jousts in tournaments. Baggies as ornaments, causing mess. I'm just a spawn donor. Bitch up my firm boner. No way that you're shutting me down, cause I'm not sticking Mike to Lakota.
Madness. Yo, man, I feel that one bar from One Drop where he's talking about, like, people think he's shy, he's kind of quiet, stuck in the corner.
Eve's and me.
It's kind of me, man. This is, I know I've said it before, but this is like so far outside my comfort zone. I'm such a homebody in terms of going out and even like a get together with like 4 people, it's hard for me, man, because I'm such an introvert, and I'm always overthinking things. I'm always got shit on my brain, man. I'm very much an analytical thinker, which is strange because I'm also sounds like I'm blowing my own horn here, but I'm also very creative. I have a lot of creative output, so it's kind of odd to be both analytical and creative at the same time. Maybe it's why I'm my own worst enemy in a little bit as well. But that track was fire, man. God damn. And you got the fire emojis in the chat too, because all you cats were feeling it. 100%. Exactly, Canadian house cat. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. So we have this one, Dead Players, featuring Socks as a cat I've never heard before. Ocean Wisdom, Illiman, Orpheus Volgatron, Infinite, Limousine, Pile Up. Produced by Ghost Town. So we got Dabs, of course. We got Jam. And I love Dabs, man. Dabs is, I call him the chameleon, right? You've heard me call him that before, because that guy can do anything over any beat. And that's one of the things I absolutely love about that guy, man. But this will be my first time hearing Socks, and I have no idea. Actually, I was going to say, I had no idea who Socks was, so I actually Googled him and found out that, yeah, he is a grime MC. And I saw something in the comments about how the hell did Socks get on this track? So obviously they didn't know who Socks was either, or maybe they did, and surprised that a grime artist was on this track. But maybe he wasn't big when this track was out. Maybe, I don't know. And here again, remember how we were saying about, or how I was saying about artists just kind of, because I'm new to this, artists that are new to me seem new to like in my mind, no one's heard of them before. It's like Illiman's one of those guys, right? That I see as just a new artist, because I've just got into his stuff over the past year. But then he's way back on this album, right? Whenever this came out. But yeah, man. So they're saying that Socks is a beast, top tier grime MC. And as you know, we don't do grime on the channel. But yeah, man, I've got room for it. We've had Gets on here. That dude is one of the goats for sure, man. Doesn't matter whether you're talking hip hop or grime, the dude belongs in that category. Is one of the best to ever do it. So, you guys ready to finish this off with some Dead Players? Let's go.
When I'm boss, I never let the dust settle. Let them all rust with the crushed metal. Now they will let me kill it on another level. Is it really just did it? Would you want a medal? I want a little figurine with a middle finger in the air and other hands on my balls in the magazine with a free CD giveaway. And give a fuck about anybody in the way. Take it to the next level of taking a piss. Cause anybody use anybody's waiting for this. You can bet you fucking Nelly, I come with the goods. Take my time and I aim and I ain't gonna miss. Blam, your whole fam look Disney. You be elbowing man like Isney. So gully, so ham, so grizzly. Blood you're about deep as a frisbee. Yeah, I tell him it's deadlock now.
Oh yeah.
The rest caught out, they were sleeping in free fall. Head gone south in a bed, sit trapped in a dead dog's mouth. I'm gassed on my brains, I'm ballooning.
I'm sorry, bro. That beat switch up was just nasty. And again, another one of those guys, man. Ghost Town. Friggin' too many good producers over there, man. Jesus.
Level of taking a piss, cause anybody use anybody's waiting for this. You can bet you fucking Nelly, I come with the goods. Take my time and I aim and I ain't gonna miss. Blam, your whole fam look Disney. You be elbowing man like Isney. So gully, so ham, so grizzly. Blood you're about deep as a frisbee. Yeah,
I tell him it's deadlock now. Eating the earth while the rest crutch out. They were sleeping in free fall, head gone south in a bed, sit trapped in a dead dog's mouth. I'm gassed, on my brains are ballooning. I award you a fate of your choosing. I've been in flight, straight up cruising. Could a new face and I met that new thing. She looks deep in my eyes, says tie me up. And she comes 8 times every time we fuck. And I spend 2 years in a sea of dead gash on a worldwide smash with a fiery gut. So yeah, guess she's a keeper. I'll be at the back, creepy demeanor, man still mash. Deep in the ether, still wake up with extreme amnesia.
Out of town girls love Birmingham accents. When I'm in a rave, all I get is harassment. Skinny little white boy skanking to bashment. I put in the work with a man never absent. I don't MC just to get a reaction. I get out of bed and I'm ready for action. Got a bad bitch in Southampton that wants to come party with a man. And if I wanna beat and I don't wanna bingy, man I draw for the rubber dinghy. I know bare brom gal wanna link me. Like wallpaper they wanna strip me. She said she's tipsy after whiskey. Now I'm on the DJing with a Rice Krispie. Got a bad bitch trying to move kinky. Cause I'm on the TV like Tinky Winky.
Yeah, tell a man don't let down. Don't let skyward, don't look round.
So obviously that was Socks, man. And he fits in quite seamlessly with this, right? Like this has a little bit, this was obviously doesn't have that boom bap feel, obviously, right? So it fits right in. All these guys are going a little bit faster than, well, I shouldn't say faster than what I'm used to, but they're all doing that very unique sounding. They're all doing their version of this unique rhyme pattern, right? And every single time a new artist comes on, Ghost Town switches it up just a little bit. Just madness.
Yeah, tell a man don't let down. Don't let skyward, don't look round. Close them eyelids, hold this sound. Just pop that head when the O's in town. Are you mad? Now cause I'm rolling pounds. Unknowns when I act like they're rolling now. What you done though? I don't even know this clown. But he text fans phone like I owe him. Sounds like no, you're in a league of your own. And our league's pure donnery. And I couldn't have said it with more modesty. They loving every second, we kidding it more properly. So already said we on Teddy that ticky wiggy. We rolling with Teddy Tubbies, we puffing on sticky icky. Niggas be moving no proper donkey. They choking whenever talking to piffy or what a pity.
You ain't gassed, you ain't sick. Get the sideman salad in a plate real quick. It was from PC in your grandma's pantry. Dressed like a pirate, overly swag. Your girl heard my voice, now it's stuck in her head. She moans in her sleep and wets up the bed. So don't be a plonker, don't be a brat. Cause I'll fly kicking that into a wardrobe, fam. Mad, mental, yep, that's me. ILLAMAN in the kebab shop daily. Boxing meat, no chips, no pit with a beard on fleek. I go in, like really in. Like deep pore cleansing, skin conditioning, antibacterial face wash things. Get rid of that shit, that's nothing long.
I'm like, put him in the boot. If a guy tests, I'ma put him in the boot. Come against me, I'ma put you in a headlock. Deadlock P, yeah, I'm coming for your loot. Yeah, I'm coming for your crap cheese, yeah, let you see. If man, I wanna test, then I'm wetting up your coup. Better trying to bring it to the team on a sly one. Mad on, I'ma get live in the booth, and I put him in the boot of a car. Headed for the Peak District, it's not far. Me and Jam Max and a lean up thing, still focused. Dabs on a clean up thing, it's not a part. That's teamwork, fam. Socks double edge, and we clean up, fam. Back to the man, a real bad man. It's real that man are getting teed up. I ain't trying to hear that, fam.
Oh man, yeah. What are we saying? Yeah, it's 140 BPM. Yeah, definitely. Fuck. All those guys, right? All those guys, they all did their thing, man. I mean, again, first time hearing Socks, but I've always got time for Volgatron, man. That cat is, the history that he's got in UK hip hop, man. You just got to respect that. And Dead Players, which I don't know if you heard, but Dead Players, they are coming with a new album too. So Jam let that go on one of his lives. He played a little piece of the song, man, and it's so good to hear the three of them together again. That's this madness that we're getting. That, yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, chaotic song, man, and ending with that woo at the end. This kind of sums it up a little bit, right? Yeah, man. I don't know when the new album is coming out, but he dropped that during one of his lives that he mentioned that, and that's when he mentioned that he wanted to come on the channel for an interview, man, and talk about these new projects that are coming. so I'm excited for that. I do want to get it. We had it set up, and then something happened, and he said he had to take a couple weeks away, and then he would get back to me. But we never have it got. We haven't had anything set up yet, so or something set up again. So he'd probably be talking about all that. It's funny because he was saying, for anyone who's here to listen to me preview some unreleased songs, you're here for the wrong reason. And he goes, well, okay, maybe I'll play a couple. So then he previewed a couple tracks, man. And yeah, it's good shit. I know I said I was going to end with that, but let's watch this 46 seconds, man, for the people who haven't seen the 4 hours. Why do I keep saying hours? The 4 Owls tour announcement, for those who haven't seen it. Just play this shit, man, because we got to support these guys, right?
We all know about Owl's incredible eyesight, but the ability to project light, this would be a brand new species, something very rare indeed.
After finding the owl with the glowing eyes, we were able to talk to the tribesman. How was the owl giving out that light? And how long has the owl been a part of the tribe?
Yes, mate. Only 3 owls. Why won't there be 4? Well, as far as I know, Leaf was talking about how they're working on another 4 albums. Jesus Christ. Maybe it's because I didn't sleep last night. He was talking about they have been working on a 4 Owls album. So there's a new one coming. It's kind of hard, right? Because we're wondering, Jake and I were talking about the High Focus birthday party and about how Fliptrix wasn't going to be there. And the fact that I guess he lives in Portugal now, which makes it difficult to get around. And he's doing his own release right now, doing his Mantra number 9 tour. So if things switch up some, and I looked at some airline tickets, and it's just madness, the price right now to fly, and trying to get the schedules worked out. I'm probably not going to be there for the High Focus 13, but I will keep an eye out for ticket prices and stuff. And if I can make it over for the Manchester show or the Bristol show, I'll definitely do that. I know I've already seen the Owls, but I would be interested to see who would be opening for them too. Because there's a couple of guys, on the that I feel are missing from the High Focus birthday bash. Anybody have any anything you want to talk about? Any questions or anything? Maybe something you've always wanted to ask the dad and never have? What's the buff giraffe? What is that buff giraffe? The fattest animals ever seen. My guess is that's photoshopped. I wouldn't share a link here, but if you want to hit me up on Instagram and send me a link that way, that might be the best way of doing it. Yeah, the OG High Focus lineup have kind of gone their own way. But I mean, I see that, but that is like to see that there's no Fliptrix, see that there's no Cashmere. It was cool to see that there was Dyke going to be there and a couple of other artists, but what is the first UK hip hop you heard? That would have been Honor Codes on the first video I put out here. That would have been my first time, my first UK track. Where was I the night of August 16th, 1997? Is that a particular reason? Did something happen on that day that I should know about? Yeah, I'm trying to think. They're saying probably trying to push some of the new cats. I'm trying to think of who else is all on there, but I think Compound was on there, I think. Well, I have done, will I ever do a female artist? Yeah, I mean, I have Tremendous on here a lot. I mean, I don't shy away from female artists in particular, but I mean, I haven't. I guess the thing about Little Sims, right, is for me anyway, is she does get reactions from other channels, and when I go to somebody's track and they have millions of views, often that I kind of shy away from that. But I mean, people want to see Little Sims. I'll check out Little Sims for sure. I know there was one track that was getting a lot of reactions from overseas. So I don't remember what track it is, but it's a long ass video. It's like a movie. Skits Domestic Science. Again, I won't be able to find all this stuff again, right? So make sure you guys send it to me through Instagram or send it to me through YouTube on the live playlist or the live announcement that I put in the community tab. If you guys have a particular artist you want to see or whatever, hit me up there. And any suggestions too, like I opened up the video asking, is there anything I should be doing or anything you want to see? So any other suggestions or would be nice to see, nice to have, let me know. I'll definitely get around to it. I get a lot of requests from artists wanting me to do their stuff, which I don't know. I mean, I like doing the We Got Next, or what do I call it now? The Sweet 16. And those aren't a ton of work because I don't actually react to anything. I'm just putting together a video. They get very, very little views. But if that's something you guys want me to continue to do, I'm more than open to doing that too, because I think that shines a light on some artists that what I do is how I do the channels or do the videos is I open up a video, start to record my reaction. And if I kind of feel like it's not on a particular level, perhaps, or somebody sends me their video and they have 42 views on their video, or they have 15 views, some of them, it's kind of hard for me to do an entire video, even if it's well done, to do an entire video with someone who has 42 views. Doesn't mean I should be doing that, but then if no one's clicking on somebody like Capo or no one's clicking on the new Dabla track, how are they going to click on somebody who nobody's ever heard of? Like the perfect example is that last the Chata. There's a Chata track. Is that what it is? I can't even remember now. Let me call this up for a second. I mean, like we got Parkinson here, 142 views, right? But that cat should be getting. Did I miss it? This Chillman and Goose track is magnificent, man. Just a magnificent track. And during that, I actually say it's my favorite song of 2023, man. But people aren't going to click on it because they don't want to listen to Chill Man and Goose, maybe, I'm not sure. It's a beautiful, beautiful track, man. So well done. And it's got Verb T on it, right? So you give that a listen. I think you might be surprised, man. 100%. So trip hop. So what would trip hop fall under? I don't necessarily know what trip hop is. Well, that's part of the 24/7 Smoke saying it's a good way to get exposure. It's good to shine a light on it, but at the same time, there's so many tracks, so many historic tracks that I've yet to listen to, right? And that's kind of what I often deal with every day when I do a video. Is like when I look at these top 8 videos here, the last 8 videos I've done. Ill Informed, I wanted to do, like, that wasn't suggested to me. I wanted to do Ill Informed. I wanted to do Illaman, even though James reached out to me and asked me to do the Illaman Pitch 92 track. I wanted to do Parky. I did Rain MC, Shock on the Ox. Tom from Shock on the Ox asked me to check it out, so I checked it out. Capo is someone I always want, man. So, and, I talked to Dots. And, Philly and Dots, I'm a big fan of that. So when Dots asked me to do that, I did that. And I'm always waiting for new tracks from Res 1, right? So I got Res 1 and Ill Informed together. And Milo Stone is one of the OGs, man. He's been around the scene a long time. I love that cat. So there's 8 tracks right there that I did, and I did them mostly for me. But also for you guys, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's hard when I have to say, not do this, not do that Milo Stone Res 1 track and put on a track with somebody that has 40 views, right? It's a difficult balancing act, knowing also that, I made the classics week 2 weeks. And because of my schedule with work now, even though it was 2 weeks, I still only managed to do 7 videos, right? I would have loved to do 2 videos a day during Classics Week. But when I'm at the office 4 days a week, 3 days a week, it makes it difficult to get to the gym, film, get ready for work, and then make it in time to get to work, right? So it makes it difficult. I'll witness the fitness. Jester always brings that up, man. That was some classic channel moment. That was, man. Oh, Jesus. It still makes me laugh when I think about that. I laugh so friggin' hard. Yeah, I know Massive Attack for sure. That was the best live moment, man. Because I wasn't even supposed to do that track, if I'm not mistaken. People were asking me to do it. And I think at the last, I was like, I think I had it was like 3 or 4 beers deep. And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's get it on there. Let's make the people happy. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, you did. You bullied us, and you bullied me into doing it, man. But it was worth it. That was a hell of a night, man. I really enjoyed that. That's good times. Well, I know it's getting late over there, guys. Past 11 o'clock now, and I got to go pick up my daughter. And but I appreciate you guys being here, man, and being part of this live tonight, and being part of the channel, being part of the community. You really do make it. I know you guys don't want me to feel this way, but I truly do feel like I let you guys down when I can't get a video done every day. And I know you guys just always tell me, man, do what you can do, because everyone's got their life, man. But I really do appreciate you guys, and I really do appreciate the community, and I do look forward to doing it all the time, man. So not only do I feel like I'm letting you down, I feel like I'm letting myself down, because that means I've missed out on some good music for that day. But yeah, man, I can't believe we're 3 years in, and I mean, there's no stopping. At least I don't want to stop anyway. We'll keep it going, man. Keep it rolling. Keep this community getting bigger. Keep sharing. Keep telling people. Keep liking. I mean, I hate saying that, and that's something I've never done on my channels. You never see me have that. Just make sure you click that subscribe button, and make sure you like and you comment on. I mean, sad but true. The way the YouTube algorithm is the more you comment, the more you like, the more you subscribe and share, the more eyes get on the videos, the more times it gets, I guess, recommended to people. I actually was on it, somebody else's computer, and one of my videos was recommended, which I thought was pretty cool, man, to see that. But we need more of that, man, because that's how other people are going to start listening to the music and start supporting these guys. And I do feel like we're in that renaissance now. We're back. We have the UK hip hop is starting. It's upswing again, man, and we're going to be part of that shit. So we're all here for it, right? So let's keep it rolling and keep that love, man. Just keep sharing, keep loving them. So as long as you have me, I'll stay. That's for damn sure. Appreciate all y'all, man. Truly love each and every one of your cats, man. You guys have been great to me, and yeah, Jake saying dedication has brought me to the UK, man, and I got to meet the artists, and I speak to them daily, and so many of them are such good people, and that makes this part of it great too. I mean, I met so much of you guys. You guys are good people, and I met so many of the artists, and they've been nothing but open arms, man. And the love they showed me is remarkable. And yeah, big up to Jake, man, for everything he's done for the channel. And I mean, I was never in this for the views, that's for sure. But he reached out to me right from the very beginning and said, whatever you do, don't listen to the people telling you to get away from UK hip hop and focus on grime, because grime will get you the views. Stick true to what you love. And he knew right away, man. He knew what I loved, and I'm glad I listened to him, because it's sent me down a rabbit hole that I never want to come out of. I never want to come out of this rabbit hole, man. And it's been a journey, and you guys have been part of it. And I mean, what can you say about that, man? It's been nothing but love. I mean, I got my body tattooed, right? I mean, I'm 40, in my late 40s, getting my first tattoo. I mean, this shows you something about my love for the music. And yeah, and every single time I'm always looking for tickets about coming back over there, because I want to be there, and I'm going to be part of that scene and enjoy the music live with you guys, man. So yeah, nothing but love, man. I appreciate you guys being here and celebrating with me. It's been great, and got to listen to some cool tunes, man. Big up to Jake for getting the list together again. And lastly, again, go into the community tab there, and you'll see that the poster for this live. You can comment in there and leave some comments about what female artists you'd like to see, any new features you'd like to see. It doesn't matter how crazy it is, man. Come up with something, send it my way. I know Jester has mentioned about like doing like a once a month or something, doing like, what do you call it? Like a Zoom call. Get together with like 4 or 5 artists, or 4 or 5 subscribers or more if we can fit them. Just do a Zoom call, man. Just shoot the shit, and maybe have some tunes playing in the background or whatever, but just make it about having fun, talking about hip hop or life or whatever it is. Doesn't have to be UK hip hop related, man. Just get together with some of you guys and just chat, man. I think that'd be great. And yeah, man, I appreciate all of y'all. Truly do. Nothing but love. And I will end the stream now so I can get my daughter, because I'm sure she's wondering where the hell I am. I'm supposed to get her at 6. But yeah, man, love you cats. And until next time, stay safe. Be good to each other, right? Talk to you soon.